Моє мене Змірча Онесемюк, та й сьогодні будемо справляти вам, як се робить холубці.
Bună dimineața! Mă numesc Maria Onesemiuc și astăzi vă vom arăta cum se fac tradiționale sarmale ucrainene.
Good morning, my name is Jonathan Onesimiuk and today we'll be showing you guys how to cook a Ukrainian traditional dish called Holubtsi. Alright, so these are the ingredients that we'll be using today. First we have some white onions and carrot, we have cabbage, white rice with some tomato sauce. Today we'll be using pork and beef as the meat. We have salt and pepper, fresh parsley, and avocado oil. The oil in the pan first, and then put the stove on high. We already put the meat in the bowl, and then next we're gonna cut the onion and shred the carrot. Alright, so as she's cutting the onions, I'm gonna start shredding the carrot. So now what my mom is doing, she finished cutting the onions and she's putting it in the pan with the oil. Alright, so once the onion is done frying completely, we're gonna go ahead and mix it a little bit and then mix in the carrot shreds. Alright, and once it's done frying, we're gonna mix in the tomato sauce. Just a little bit of tomato sauce. So, after the onion and carrot is done mixing, it should look something like this. And we go ahead and start mixing the pork and beef together. Alright, and this is where we put the salt and pepper and the meat. Alright, and we put a little bit of tomato sauce. And then we start to mix it. Alright, the next step is we're gonna pour the rice in with the meat, and then soon after that we'll go ahead and turn off the stove and then pour the onion and carrots over the meat and rice. And then we're gonna mix it. So this is how it should look like after it's mixed up well, and then we're gonna go ahead and wash the parsley and then cut it up and put it in with the rest of the mixture. Okay, now we're getting the cabbage ready. Basically just preparing it so that essentially what it is we're gonna make it into small little pieces so that we could roll the mixed meat that we have here inside the cabbage and basically stuff the cabbage. Alright, so once we finish basically cutting each leaf of cabbage into half, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it in a pot and set it to boil for about 2 hours. So next what we're doing is basically we're gonna stuff the cabbages. We're gonna put the meat inside the cabbage and then roll it up and then put it in the pot so that we can boil them. Alright, so basically when you're rolling this, you keep the cabbage in your left hand. Okay. Take some of the meat, put it at the base of the cabbage. And then with your right hand, you're going to roll it into a bit of a cone shape. After you roll it all the way, you're going to take the excess at the top and stuff it. It should look something like this. There we go. And then we continue doing that until we run out of cabbage. Alright, so after we're done rolling all the cabbage, we're gonna go ahead and set it in the pot nice and neat. We prepared the bottom of the pot with like the rest of the cabbage that we didn't use. We just chopped it up into small pieces and put it at the bottom. And now we're just assorting the rest of the cabbage rolls kind of in a circular fashion so that we can boil it. Alright, so this is what it looks like after we're done putting all the cabbage rolls in the pot. And now we're gonna make the sauce. Alright, so we just put some water inside the pot. And then we're gonna put tomato sauce in there. And mix it a little bit. Just pour it in. And now all we're just gonna do is turn the stove on. And this is where we leave it to boil for about 2 hours. We'll be right back. Alright, so as it starts to boil and you see the bubbles coming up, we're gonna put a plate over the food, push it down, and then we'll cover it. And we'll let it sit for the next about 2 hours, 1 hour and a half. Alright, and once it is done cooking for about 2 hours, you can go ahead and take it out of the pot, place it on a plate, and serve to your guests.